good he is.
Well, I feel like that's honestly a scenario that's happening right now. All right, well, we'll see.
Ohgi is indeed going in with Falco, Psionic going in with Lucina. This should be a fairly interesting matchup. Don't see a lot of Lucina players around here anymore.
Yeah, Lucina is a very honest character. I feel like there's just only so much she can do, and it really just comes down to those bare fundamentals.
She really does, but extremely solid gameplay all around. Has very few true weaknesses other than maybe a fairly linear recovery. Psionic managing to eke out a very early 93%, keeping Ohgi in disadvantage for a long time, getting him back in it again.
Yeah, Ohgi could definitely bring this back, especially if he starts getting some of those typical Falco combos.
Oh, certainly.
It's definitely difficult, I would say, on Lucina, because what happens with Lucina is that any hit will get you so far away that you just want to be like up close and personal.
And a big ledge read nair from Psionic is going to take that first stock off of Ohgi as well.
Unfortunately, no drag down with that nair in that setup. Might have led to a little bit more percent, but it's definitely how you can tell whether you're watching a high level Falco or like a low level is like how consistent they are when it comes to combos like that.
Definitely. Psy still doing a very good job of keeping Ohgi in disadvantage for the most part here. Falco, a character with a very rough disadvantage as well. I think that's one of the main reasons why people seem to think he's not as good as his spacey brothers.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Interesting. If I learned anything from just being a little too bold with Falco off stage, that recovery is easily punishable.
Ooh.
Interesting, Psionic losing the stock there.
Bit of an SD, getting pineappled by PS2. Trash stage, by the way. Hot take, but trash stage.
Very hot take.
too many times I see people getting pineappled on this stage, but there are pineapple deniers. I won't lie.
Like I think this stage is fine. I always start with it. I feel like people don't necessarily. Oh.
Ooh, that was so big for Ohgi. Big fat spike, taking a very early stock off of Psy. Ohgi, however, going to die to the out of shield Dolphin Slash with the B reverse and everything. Psionic extremely aware of his opponent's positioning.
I don't think I've seen any grabs from Ohgi this entire game, and which I think is, for the most part, part of his combo game, and especially in terms of the early percents. Like right now being at 16%, I don't think will necessarily affect any combos, but anything higher than that is going to make it a whole lot more difficult.
Definitely true. Falco definitely liking to get those down throws at early percents, and occasionally up throws to get some big back air combos off of.
This might be it right there.
Yep, untackable back air from Lucina, bouncing Falco against the underside of PS2.
I wasn't even sure if he was going to be able to recover, to be honest.
Falco's Fire Falcon goes significantly higher than Fox's, if I remember right.
I will tell you that is wrong.
Okay. You are
the other way around.
Falco's got the higher jump, right?
Yes.
That's what Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, because I was about to say, it's like, oh, if I had a recovery like that, I would still be playing Falco.
My Smash knowledge is vast, but it is not infallible,
yeah.
So I appreciate the correction.
It's all good.
Going into game 2 here, going to be a replay of characters, but we're moving on to Final Destination. Interesting choice. Now, why do you think Ohgi might have picked Final Destination over, say, a stage with platforms like Battlefield?
Don't know, and I'm very confused, not just upon his choice, but upon his initial interaction with Psionic. He didn't try to go for any sort of combo. It was just very bare bones. So hopefully we'll see something. Like, he's definitely good about his back air confirms out of things, which, yes, it's important in terms of, oh my goodness, whipping the grab right there. I figured that would have been an up tilt if you asked me.
At this percent, it feels like one of those percentages that Falco probably wants to go for an up tilt for. Psionic going to close out that stock there at only 76%. There is the up throw to back air conversion, and he is going to take a stock, get himself on the board.
It definitely has that down to a science. Would love to see him to do a little bit more combo stuff, but I'm wondering, is it just because of how Psionic is playing is what's making... Okay, never mind. I'm just going to stop that right there. Because the thing about Falco's up tilt is that it will only combo into itself twice if you're facing away from your opponent, and that was just a very weird option when he tried to double dip, especially with Psionic at such a high percent.
Doing a nice job of getting some of these conversions, though. There is the classic up tilt to back air there out of Falco. Ohgi now for the first time finding himself in a leading position. Psionic doing an excellent job of covering the ledge, though. I don't know if... Yep, the back air is going to close out the stock, and we are now even at last stock.
Yeah, Falco... Oh my goodness, that's true, too. So he must have delayed it.
Must have just a little bit.
Yeah. Darn it. Because that's the only Falco combo that I ever managed to do.
Up throw to back air. 85% already. Looking a little bit grim for Psionic.
Went for the tilt. Would have thought it would have gone for the grab to try to get him off ledge again.
Psionic throwing out these big, huge sword hitboxes. Doing a very good job of being patient, trying to keep... Yeah, there's the down air to the back air conversion there. Tries to go for a dolphin slash out of shield, but gets punished for it.
Yeah, Ohgi here really needs to play a little smarter.
And there's going to be an up air to seal the second game of the match. Apparently that FD pick working out for him just fine.
I wouldn't, like, I think it was very on Psionic in that round.
Psionic feeling the same way, apparently, running it back to FD again. Same character choices once again.
I'm still, as always, hoping we might see a little combo game from, so he didn't drag down there, so I don't know. I just feel like there's so many missed opportunities. Maybe it's just because I'm watching such high-level players, like, for example, Active is one of those Falco players that I'm just used to watching.
And not everyone can be quite as infallible as Active. Active is one of the best players on our PGR and has definitely well-earned that position.
Oh, and that's for sure, but I feel like some of these combos are much more possible for the average Falco player. So I'm just kind of like surprised that I'm not seeing it.
Possible that Ohgi is just maybe a very much more fundamentals-based player. Possible that he's running this as a new character. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with him as a player. Big fat dolphin slash coming out of Psionic there, taking that first stock. I think that was just over 100%, wasn't it?
I think so, but it was because it's FD, and it was so I think it was like slightly away from ledge that just it managed to kill.
Kind of small side blast zones on FD. Not as bad as Town, but it's a little on the small side. Psionic spacing really, really good. He's so good at eking out. Oh,
just barely.
Gets the smash 4 magnet hands to get back to ledge there.
Well, you have to with that character. Man.
Big 2-frame down tilt into a fair from Psionic. Psionic comfortably in a 2-stock lead ahead of Ohgi, sitting at 105%. A little bit awkward for Falco.
Yeah, and with Ohgi, how he has kind of struggled to get percent on the board on Psionic, it's going to take a little change in how he plays in order to bring this back. Getting
a good gimp with the Falco down air there. Psionic already having burned up his jump was not able to recover again afterwards.
You can kind of tell that Ohgi knows that he does not want to be around ledge. He is very fast to try to get back on stage. good fair from him right there.
Doing a good job of shielding the stage sharking from the dolphin slashes.
I think this might be a game right here. Oh,
Oh, no.
almost.
Psionic whiffing on his ledge guarding there, and he's going to get caught up in a big Falco combo there for his
Yeah.
troubles.
Good, but sadly that's like the first time I've seen him do that.
Falling out of the second hidden air, that would have killed for certain.
All it takes is an F tilt right now, and Lucina will kill you. And although it doesn't really necessarily work on FD, but if you try to land on a platform, Marth and Lucina's forward tilt will still catch you.
I believe it. This could be it. No, OG doing a very good job of utilizing those magnet hands once again, but the up throw at 170% on a character light as Falco is going to take it. Psionic moving on. OG getting knocked down into the loser's bracket.